Sean realized he was being monitored the whole time, and the camera was somewhere behind him. To drive the lesson home, the terrorist's third accomplice made his move. He randomly targeted one of Sean's coworkers and deliberately brushed past them. That seemingly trivial gesture caused the coworker to collapse seconds later. Sean saw the whole thing clearly and memorized the man's face. Obviously a calculated warning meant for him. He slumped in his chair, replaying the scene in his mind, overwhelmed by terror like he'd never felt before. Right then, that mysterious man appeared and threatened him directly. Cooperate, or innocent people will pay with their lives. Afterward, Sean returned to his post in a daze. Just when he didn't know what to do next, he discovered his position had been taken over by John. His supervisor explained that with the crowded terminal and a colleague's sudden death, they decided to move him back to his old post for safety reasons and have John, who was better at screening, take over. Faced with this unexpected reassignment, Sean actually felt a wave of relief, thinking whatever happened next wouldn't be his problem anymore. But the terrorists weren't done with him. They ordered Sean to find a way to get his old position back, or his pregnant girlfriend wouldn't make it. As for how to do it, that was entirely up to him. Confronted with this insane demand, Sean felt a wave of despair. He couldn't refuse, and he couldn't ask anyone in the terminal for help. That's when he noticed John leisurely drinking coffee, and a risky idea suddenly hit him. Sean slipped through the back door into the convenience store, grabbed 2 mini bottles of liquor, and returned to the work area. He poured coffee into a cup and mixed in the booze. Then he approached John, claiming he'd left something at the station. While John bent down to look, Sean quietly swapped his coffee with the spiked drink. The terrorists at the computer caught the whole sequence and decided to help Sean out by reporting John to management. In the end, John got fired on the spot for drinking on the job, and Sean smoothly returned to his screening position. After all the preparations, the key player finally showed up, a man in a red cap. He placed a suitcase on the screening belt. The moment it passed through, the computer sounded an alarm, flagging the contents as hazardous. Every detail of what was inside appeared clearly before Sean's eyes. Whether to let it through was entirely his call. Sweat beaded on Sean's forehead because he'd never even seen what was in that case before. Even the machine couldn't identify it. As the terrorist started to walk away with his luggage, Sean rushed forward to stop him. The man turned at the sound, but just then the warning came through Sean's earpiece. Sean, who'd been about to expose him, had to change his mind and reluctantly let him through. But he managed to glance at the man's boarding pass and memorize the name. Afterward, Sean walked into the restroom, and thinking about how he might have just doomed hundreds of passengers on that plane, he dry-heaved a few times. When Sean returned to his post, he witnessed a strange scene. A team of FBI agents stormed into the terminal, not only ordering his supervisor to shut down the checkpoint, but also pulling passengers aside for questioning in groups. And that terrorist with the dangerous cargo was among them. Though Sean didn't know the details, this was undoubtedly working in his favor. Sean decisively ripped out his earpiece. He was done. Without looking back, he rushed outside and quickly found his girlfriend, who also worked at the airport, wanting to get her out of there. But she thought he was just dodging work and flatly refused to leave. As they argued, a red dot suddenly appeared on his girlfriend's forehead. The terrorists had her in their sniper's sights.